LiquidHero versus DreamMvP. Another TVP here on Antigua Shipyards. I will, for my third game, I'll definitely do a Zerg, probably a Liquid Zenio game, by the way. In case you are wondering, stay tuned, my Zerg friends. So here is DreamMvP against LiquidHero. Again, the Liquid Protoss spawning in the this time in the upper left, and DreamMvP in the bottom right-hand corner. I have not heard much about Dream, although if he is on the same team as, well, I'm trying to think if that's actually the MVP like Dong Regu, MVP Dong Regu, MVP Genius. I actually don't know if he's on that team. I think he is. I think that he's on MVP. I think he's one of their lesser-known players. Not absolutely certain, but I would hazard that guess. I think he's played a couple games in the GSTL. I think he's played well, actually, a couple times in the GSTL. As DreamMvP going for the wall off with his barracks and supply depot. Be quite interesting to see what happens here in a second, see if he goes for gas or not. Hero going for the gateway. And let's see here. No scouting yet from either player. And it looks like he's going to... Oh, there's the scout. No, he's going to set down. Oh, he's going to start the supply depot so that Hero cannot get into the base and see what's going on. That normally is indicative of some sort of 1-1-1 or like a tech build from a Terran, but not all the time. I've seen Terrans start to mix it up a little bit, where what they'll do is they'll wall off and still only one rack's gas. Let's expand off of it. It just keeps the Protoss on their toes because of the lack of scouting. Instead of going, I have to prepare for an all-in, you surprise him with some sort of economic build and get ahead that way. Early Cybercore going down for Hero. I've noticed in the games I've casted so far, Hero in his PVTs likes to get that Cybercore down right away, get out that Zealot, send it to his opponent's base, and if he can, put pressure on the... it looks like it's a gasless expand from Dream. Put pressure on the Terran with a Stalker and with that Zealot and sometimes that Stalker. And Miss Micro there by MVP got his Dream got his MVP, would be the MVP, one of the best Terrans in the world. Got his Stalker caught in that little area, gave the Zealot enough time to get him. So no scouting from Dream, although I think he can guess that the Protoss is in that area, and great scouting by great scouting right there by Hero. Gets the probe into the base, and he does see the command center going down. He may not know that it's a gasless expand. I would have to say that he probably has guessed that it is. And 3 Marines out will be able to take on this Zealot without any problem. Hero is laying down his own Nexus now, and nothing coming out yet out of the gateway. And microing away from, great job. He's only going to lose a Marine and a little bit of damage on another Marine. Excellent micro from MVP. Don't know why he went down the ramp. That was quite interesting. I guess maybe so that to make certain that the Zealot didn't focus down the SCV, because again, Dream has very little scouting information on LiquidHero. So he may not realize that Hero's gone for an expansion just yet, or at the time didn't. And now he's going to see the expansion going down, so he knows he's safe, at least for a little while. But if that had been the Zealot that was coming in to take out that SCV to keep the bunker from going down, that's a couple of seconds in a 4-gate that would have pretty much, well, it may have ended the game. So I'm thinking that's why Dream, excuse me, keep calling him MVP, why Dream did that sort of micro away from the bunker. So the Nexus just about done. Here are 2 more another gate going down and a robo. Sentry out on the field for Hero, and these 2 Stalkers are going to poke up and take a shot on the bunker and then run away. Yeah, they're just going to wait out here. Good job by Hero, not taking any damage, only shield damage on that 1 Stalker. Excellent job. That's what you want to do as a Protoss. If you're going to poke up like that, normally you just want to take The shield's off, and Dream's going to try and catch Hero napping, but does not. Hero, great reaction time right there on his Stalkers. Again, it's that little dance. The Stalkers outrange Marines on their own by 1. No concussive shell, though, but the Marauder is going to help chase away these Stalkers. Look at this micro. Look at this micro. Very little to no damage, just a little bit at a time on that one Stalker. And no concussive shells. Hero knows it, and he's actually targeting down. He's focus firing the Marines that are weakest. That is impressive micro by. That's just impressive by Hero. And Dream is going to be going around making certain there are no pylons around here. And normally what I've seen Hero do is he goes straight for the Twilight Council into Templar. That seems to be his normal play. Let's see, we've got 2 extra gateways going down. The Observer is out. And Dream is going to take out the Destructible Rocks here early, give him an extra pathway to attack that third should it come. Leaving a Marine up here, I like that choice in case Hero tries to sneak a probe to get a proxy pylon in there. And Dream's going to go for some early pressure here. Ooh, this is interesting. Stim will finish soon, and on top of that, you're going to have dual medevacs, reactor medevacs coming out soon, and looks like a nice little attempt at a surround by Dream. He may have sacrificed a Marine or a couple units to get a couple of Stalkers. Well done. The only problem is that a couple of sentries out on the field for LiquidHero will probably be able to, with good force fields, should be able to keep anything, to keep Hero alive. He should not die from this push. That's my point. It does look like Hero Combat Shield and Concussive Shell, plus 1 armor on the way for Dream. And there is the Observer. Dream, is he going to snipe it? And that Marine is going to keep the third of Hero. He was getting ready to make the third, and he's not going to get a chance to do so now. And that Marine gets tickled to death by the sentries. That Observer is following the army of Dream. Hero knows all about it, and he's going to try and cut off the getaway route, and he does completely cut it off. Dream is going to lose all of his units for very little. He is able to get a few Stalkers, but that Marauder is stuck. But the only problem here come the medevacs. This is big here. Stim is done. Here come the medevacs. Oh, that's unfair. That Immortal, though, this is a mostly Marauder army. That Marauder is definitely going to take it out, and the 2 Marines are going to kill the Observer. And here comes the third of Dream. Very nicely done. Another Observer out for Hero, making certain that he can see what's coming out of the front base and where they're going, if they're hanging back or streaming forward. And those Stalkers are going to chase away the floating factory. As 2 more gateways go down, +1/+1 just finished as the Twilight Council is on its way. A Robo Bay also coming down for Hero. I don't see a medevac drop anywhere here. I don't think so. And here comes Dream. I don't know what he's doing. He stimmed all of his units there. He was going to charge up that ramp, which would have been a bad idea with the sentries there and that Immortal and Zealots. Now he's got to retreat, and that was a wasted stim. Not certain what was going on there. Dream having a couple of units, and there goes a missile turret right there. That's going to take out that Observer. Very smart, very well done. And Factory's going to try and land where Hero wants to put the Nexus next. Oh, and a big lift up into the main by Dream into Hero's base, and it looks like he's going to take out the Zealots and the Stalkers now. Here comes the rest of the army, including that Immortal. That Immortal's going to do a lot of damage. Again, a good number of Marauders in this mix, and Immortals just destroy Marauders. They really do, especially with those upgrades. And again, the tickle attack of the sentries, not enough to take down any of the medevacs. And they're going to they were going to swing back around. Those Stalkers were not in proper position to intercept them, but a good job to take them out here. And he's going to catch a Stalker for free. Is he going to get another one? Well, they're going to fight here. Another Stalker goes down. That's not really good positioning by Dream, but Hero getting a little careless there. And down goes the third of Hero. Finally, Dream very much has himself a big economic advantage. 1-0 upgrades. I'd like to see, and yes, he does have the armory. Here comes some Ghosts with the Mobius Reactor. They can EMP right away, and that factory is going to be tickled to death. And he's going to try. Yep, here comes Dream. Good job bringing in his units to take down the third while the everyone is focused on the factory. There go the force fields. Colossus out on the field is going to, I don't know where that Colossus was going. Good pickup by Dream to save what units he could that were stuck behind the force field. That Nexus does stay there. Dream does know about the Colossus. Is going to go in and try and take it down. Cannot. Ooh, boy, took a lot of shots from that Stalker. No range yet on the Colossus. That is why he's able to, Dream seems to be going for the Colossus, because Hero, to have it do any damage, is bringing it into range of those Marauders, and he's going to have to, oh, Blink finishes it just the right time. Dream, though, picks up and drops very well, keeping most of his units alive, actually. He did lose a medevac, but he was able to keep most of his units alive. I thought he was going to get cut off, especially with the Blink of Hero with the Stalkers. And more Colossus on the way. 2-2 is done for Hero. He does have that upgrade advantage. That's going to be very important. Is 3-3 on the way. It just started. Charge also on the way. No Templar Archives going for the Colossus right now. Is Hero. And here's the bulk of Dream's forces right now. Still only 1-1. And it looks like 2-1's a ways away. He's also getting the ship weapons upgrade on his Vikings so that he can try and take out the Colossus much quicker. And is Colossus range done? No, Hero not even researching Colossus range. I gotta think that the extended thermal lance, not getting that, is a mistake by Hero. I wonder if he realizes he doesn't have it. That's very interesting. Most of his army here is split up. Stalkers in the main, waiting for a drop to come. Colossus at the natural, and his main army of Zealots and Colossi, as well as some sentries, are at the third, as well as a photon cannon. And there's the Templar Archives. It's a little bit, it's a little bit exposed. It's very interesting. And scanning to take out the Observer, as well as to see what exactly is going on up in that third, and he's going to take out a pylon for free. Here comes his Stalkers. Colossus and Zealots not moving. Very good choice by Hero. Those Stalkers are quick enough to intercept, and he can also try and cut off, but he doesn't want to get himself too far out of position with his army. Otherwise, the mobility of the medevacs and the bio will tear Hero apart. He's done an excellent job so far keeping that out, and 3-3 is just about to finish. 2-1 is done for Dream. 2-2 is just about on its way. Heroes are going to have a huge upgrade advantage, especially with the Colossus. He's got 4 of them out there. Still no extended thermal lance, though. Very interesting. Here comes... Ooh, Dream looked like he wanted to push here. As I finally bring that up, Dream is maxed. Let's see. I gotta think that he's going to... I don't know. I gotta think he's gotta make some sort of move here, because once you're maxed with the Terran army, let's just say that I don't like being maxed with the Terran army, because you need... Oh, and down go the EMPs. They're pretty solid on the Zealots. Not great, though, and these Templar have energy to storm, and here comes the storm right on top of Dream's army. He sits in it, and ooh, nice storm there to keep the retreating units alive. With Dream having a lot of medevacs, keep doing a lot of healing. A lot of these units all in the red and orange, though I don't know what happened to those Colossus. Storming on top. Good storm right there by Hero. He has another Templar that has storm ready, and he's going to keep it. Good job not wasting it, trying to catch a couple of units. I don't know what happened to those Colossus. I think the Vikings took them down so quick. They didn't even really get off any shots. Again, no extended thermal lance was done for Hero, so those Colossus had to walk even closer to the Marines, Marauders, and Vikings. Free shots for the Vikings, and if you look at the food count, though, Hero is back up on top here. Very interesting, taking out that forward pylon, and here comes engagement. And some Archons entering the field now, and this is going to be very interesting. Not many force fields out for Hero. There are some snipes out there sniping the Templar. Both Templar go down. A storm did land, but did not do close to enough damage on the Terran bio, and Hero is very much in some trouble here. 3-2 is done. Ship weapons level 2 is almost done as well. Is Hero working on shields now? And I gotta think something is Hero's got to do something to break out of this. He's being contained very well by Dream. Cloaking is done. He's going to cloak his ghost, see what's in, look for any Templar he does. Snipe the sentry is very good. No storm is going to go off. Sniping the Archons. The Archon's also in trouble now. The micro, the stutter step from Dream is pretty good. He's got his units spread out, also up on the hill. That's excellent, excellent micro and positioning. But the Zealots with the upgrades might be just too much. I think that Dream has too many Marauders. Good job dodging that storm, though. This Templar still has enough for one more storm, as well as a feedback, and the medevacs really starting to run low on energy here. So Dream very much in advantage, having an advantage here, but Hero holding on, taking a fourth now. He seems to have stabilized. I thought maybe he was in a little bit of trouble. I think Dream has to split his forces up here. I really think he's got to do a dual attack. He's got to poke up here, or at least in the natural, and then he's got to poke into the third here and try and take that out, especially this Templar Archives. Very, very vulnerable where it is right now. Dream, no extra command centers going down right now. 3-3 is about to finish. He's at 3-2 right now. And another, tell you, these two Templar, 3 storms at least on those two Templar there. They are bunched together, though. That is a problem. And Hero's going to go around. And there's the stim by Dream. This is interesting. His Stalkers and his main army are split here, but it looks like it's going to work out for the best. And most of those, the Colossus go down, most of the Vikings also go down, destroying his own units. As his units get trapped here, focusing way too much on the Vikings. Not enough on the bio that's actually doing the damage, and Dream, everything's in the orange, so Dream could be in some trouble here. Another storm goes down, he's able to dodge that just enough. Those Archons doing a lot of damage, Stalker's still alive, Medevac's out of energy. I gotta think right now that if Hero pushes in, he could take this, especially with the medevacs out of energy, but the Archons die right away, very quickly. Oh man, overstimming us a little bit. It looks like, where are the Warpins here? Oh, stop it, Hero. Stop it. Hero has a bunch of Zealots ready for the counterattack. He's also gone back to Colossus. He knows that the Viking count is been lowered, although Dream keeps making Vikings. Interesting decision. 3 Vikings out on the field. It's actually going to work out okay for him, but still, no energy on the medevacs units. Still in the red. They're going to get absolutely sliced and diced by these Zealots, and that Colossus, even without the range, is still going to do a ton of damage, and the medevacs, like I said, just don't have any energy left. He's stimmed to death. The units that were still left, they were in the red and orange the entire time during that fight. Hero just able to out-macro his opponent there at the end. Dream did a solid job in the early game, especially with the push, especially delaying this third and then putting pressure on it, but I don't think he put enough pressure on it. He stopped doing any sort of drops. He didn't poke and prod just enough. He did a solid job scanning and seeing where Hero was, and his army was split up very nicely, but still, when you're playing Bio against a Protoss that's able to get Colossus and Templar out like that, you really have to split up and force the Protoss to just completely outplay you, because you can't stay there and fight army to army unless you have superior positioning. It also helped that Hero did an excellent job. He continuously got his upgrades, continuously seemed to be chrono boosting them, although only one of his Nexi have, 2 of his Nexi don't have full energy. But he was doing an excellent job staying up on that. I thought that Dream actually did a very good job himself, keeping up on upgrades, getting to 3-3 when he did. Another problem I thought with Dream's play was that he didn't take a 4th early enough. He had map control, he had Hero contained, had delayed the 3rd, had even put some pressure on it, but he didn't take a 4th himself. He didn't try and capitalize on his economic advantage, either by battering through Hero's forces or expanding. I think that's where he probably may have lost the game, but Hero played very well, did an excellent job, just hanging on there, hanging on, waiting for his tech units to take over, and especially the Zealots with charge. Boy, oh boy, it's not a good feeling as a Terran to barely win a battle and then see like 8 Zealots warping in, especially if they have charge and upgrades. You just go, okay, I gotta run away now. But well done by Hero. He wins without researching Thermal Lance for his Colossus. Imagine if he had researched Thermal Lance. This game may have been over earlier. And solid storms also by Hero. Really solid storms. For the most part, there were a couple that were off, and DreamMvP with the well played and the GG. It was a good game. I like watching high level PvPs.